We are excited to start this weekend with our Father Athol Award presentation. Back in January, which seems like a very long time ago, we launched the nomination process for this award. So we had a guest speaker, Keith Landry. He joined us over Zoom and told us a little bit about his experience at Rondeau. And he was only on campus for 1 year, but he spoke highly of PAIR and how much influence that man had on his life. And we do our best to try to teach you about PAIR and tell you about his ideals and his characteristics. And then we look around and we see those same characteristics and those same ideals in our students and one another. So we ask our staff, our faculty, and our students to nominate someone that they feel resembles PAIR's characteristics and principles and his ideals. So we look at things like someone who would embody an awareness of the spiritual, someone who demonstrates leadership through deeds and actions, someone who communicates effectively and inspires others, someone who has exemplary moral conduct coupled with the courage to act according to his or her convictions. This person would have respect for his or her peers as well as the larger community. This person is also usually someone who is sensitive to social and cultural values. So I want to take a quick moment to thank our selection committee and our chair, Tom Shoebridge, who is here today with us. He ensures that this process happens every year and that we stay true to the purpose. So thank you very much, Tom, for your help on that. This year we had 14 nominees. Okay, so this is fantastic. I'm going to announce all of their names in alphabetical order, and we ask that you please stand. So I think what we'll do is we'll hold our applause till all 14 nominees are standing, then we'll clap loudly for them all, and then we'll let that group sit down at the end, okay? So we'll see if we can do this, okay? The nominees for the 2023 Father Athol Award are Mark Almero, Gabe Bogo, oh I don't know how to say it. Thank you, Bujo. No, stay standing, Gabe. McLean Cooney, Virginia Harasny, Juliana Herman, Nikki Huey, Antoine Levine, Aiden Miller, Caitlin Nichols, Katrina Ocampo, Vincent Palmerine, Alyssa Rasmussen, Raylan Renson, and Brogan Young. So congratulations to all of our nominees. Okay, you guys are awesome. You can sit down now. Okay, and I'm going to call up Tom Shoebridge. He's actually going to introduce our guest speaker today.
At 2 minutes after 2 this afternoon, I was on the Regina tarmac, having flown in from Ottawa. I'm really happy to be here. There are a number of people in this room who had the honor, and it was, to be taught by and became colleagues of Father Athol Murray. In a nutshell, he changed our lives. He made us who we are. I'll get through this. And that influence, we hope, is carrying on at the college. I was one of the people who helped found this 7 years ago, and this plaque, which stands in Varsity Hall, is going to have the name of today's recipient on it. And the 14 of you are in a kind of a special place because you've been nominated by your peers and by the people who work with you, and that is a very, very high honor. The guest speaker today is not quite a classmate, just behind me, but we spent a year in Ottawa rooming together while he took his Bachelor of Ed and I took my master's, and we haven't changed a bit in those 60 years. Okay. We have. Eldon is from Flin Flon, and the schooling where he grew up in a small town wasn't adequate, so he came to Notre Dame for 4 years. And he participated in sports here, and then went off to get his Bachelor of Education in Ottawa, came back to Estevan, and taught there for 30 plus years. Very involved in coaching of various sports, very involved in golf, and we're really honored to have him come back and share a little bit of what he's learned in his life and what Father Murray Notre Dame meant to him. Eldon Rondeau.
I think the first thing we should do before I get into my ad-lib here, is that close enough? And what we should do first of all is give the staff and the students who put all the time, all the effort, all the work into making today a big day in our lives. About this, and I got my first notification of sort of an award to me, and it said 1963, class from 1963. I looked at those numbers and realized that's 60 years ago. 60 years of being a hound or in school. But of course, the other 60, it doesn't change. You're a hound, and you're a hound no matter what you do. Yeah, that's right, I gotta stay by the mic. It's not a burden, it's an honor, and it's a commitment. So I'm just warning you, when you become alumni, you still stay a hound forever. My professional career, as Tom mentioned, I taught high school in Estevan, just down the highway here, and I found it very rewarding. He mentioned some of the sports that I was involved in, and what I used to do is I used to challenge the Notre Dame team. In other words, we'd play football. I'd phone Huck, and Huck would set this up, and we'd play football from Estevan versus the Hounds. They, of course, were better than us, but they were always looking for somebody to play against. The same thing. In 1967, Mr. Erwin Kruger, his dad, and myself convinced the school board that because it was Confederation, we need to have lacrosse as a program in the schools. And they bought it. And we were able to do that. And we were able to play against Notre Dame College and other schools such as Cinnaboy, Eddie Burse, a well-known name in our era, Chief we used to call him. We'd do these road trips and we'd play lacrosse, and it was just a good thing. Same thing with football. Same thing with football, although I'm going to tell you, this is like confession, I'm in a church. Huck phoned me up and he said, Eldon, we've got a junior football team, but we haven't got anybody to play against. Could you throw together a team? Which I thought was kind of an insult. But I said, yeah, I can throw together a team. There was, in our southeast area, there were 5 schools, 5 high schools. So we had 5 football teams. So I got together with the coaches and we stacked the team. We came on a school bus and we just whipped them. And Huck knew Rondeau, those are not juniors. And they weren't, they were all-stars. I figured I owed them one anyway, you know. I remember walking across the field, and Father Murray was standing over there, and the first thing I did, oh damn, I had to comb my hair back because Per didn't like long hair. And I, just like a kid in school, I'm trapped. He's going to say something about my hair, and I'm trying to get my hair to go down on the wind and everything. But he just said, good game, Rondeau. Yeah. So, yeah, you have a lifetime of experiences, and like I say, once a hound, always a hound. And be proud of it, and carry it, you know. Anyway, getting back to what we're doing here today, this is the kind of day that Father Murray just lived for. He spent a lot of time getting us to do exactly what I'm doing now. Talk in front of the crowd. As everybody knows, talking in front of a crowd is petrifying, but he made us do it. I remember one night, he gathered 3 or 4 of us together. Off we went to Avonlea. It's February, and transportation was a little Volkswagen. The hounds that are here in my era know what it was like. That's how Per traveled, with this little Volkswagen. He didn't drive it, he had a driver. So we went, and we were told to, you know, summarize the doctrine of whatever philosophy he was into at that time. And we went, and we made our speeches, and we wrote and everything like that. And the poor head master of the thing that was going on stood up and he said, well, you know, maybe if our kids were here, they might have understood it better. And so that was one of the failures that happened to us. But we had to do what? We had to persevere. When we had the dedication of the windows, that was my year, in order to boost things, Per got the University of Ottawa to send down a representative. Per comes up with the idea, Rondeau, you're going to make a speech in French welcoming this guy to our college. Per, I do not speak French. Per, I got grade 11, I had 21 in French. Per, I haven't got a chance of passing this off. Oh yeah, Mother Edith will write it up for you, and she'll teach you how to say it. Well, that was the biggest fiasco of my life. I'm talking French, and I've got the piece of paper that Mother Edith had printed out for me, and I start talking. I'm not doing too bad. Everything's going pretty smooth until my nerves hit me, eh? And the paper started cutting. Now I can't see the paper. And finally, I put the paper down and I said, merci beaucoup. Well, dead silence. Per stands up and he says, Rondeau, you speak French about as good as Winston Churchill. So I was in his bad books for a while for blowing that. But then we came down here. We came down to consecrate, or whatever you want to call it, the windows. And I had Archbishop Laval way back in the corner there. And I had my prepared speech in English. And who should come in late? The dude from Ottawa, the big shot that we're trying to press. And he squeezes in beside me. And we took turns, and we made our speeches, and everything went really well. And it went particularly well for me, because when I was finished and sat down, and everybody applauded, of course, it was so good. Anyway, he says, now, you keep doing that, speaking in English, he says, because you're pretty damn good at it. Okay, so I want to leave it there. I know you're more excited about what's the awards going up than listening to an old man talk about something. But 60 years since I've been, a hound. Got a little something to be read here as the guest presenter. This year's recipient is a 4-year hound, a house leader, and has easily earned the respect of fellow hounds, Notre Dame faculty, other staff on campus. This student leads by example, communicates well with others, and continues to be an excellent role model. Our recipient is a key leader on campus, a strong competitor, inspires others to be a better version of themselves, participates in all areas of student life. They're able to balance their academics with athletes and other extracurricular activities. From my point of view, that's very difficult to do, but the people that can do it are very capable of it. This year's recipient demonstrates the ability to hold themselves and their peers accountable while remaining calm and kind. They are humble and yet continue to persevere when challenges are in front of them. This person has the ability to show empathy, yet offer sound advice when needed. The student being honored today is a confident leader with a fun personality who shows up ready to work hard and naturally creates a Notre Dame community that everybody wants to be a part of. They exemplify the ideals of PAIR through their kindness, humility, leadership, and consideration of others. I proudly call upon the recipient of the 2023 Father Athol Murray Award, Juliana Herman. Okay.
Okay, so thanks for the photo op. That's so good. We're going to have you stay there. This is tradition that the winner of the award recipient says a few words. So, Juliana, just to put you on the spot, we're going to ask you to say a couple words.
Okay, wasn't expecting this, but okay. Well, I want to say thank you to everyone that have made me the person I am today here. People here have really changed my life for the better. I've learned so many valuable lessons at Notre Dame that have helped me in the long run for sure and have made me a different person. They've taught me things little to big and have really created a new life for me, which I'm very, very honored to be able to have. And I just want to say thank you to the friends I've made over the past years that have really helped me and changed my life for the better. And to the teachers that have made me the person I am right now. So, and all the host parents that have also helped me. I couldn't thank you guys enough. And yeah, it's just a huge honor.
Okay, I actually have a lovely award for Juliana, but she won't be able to carry and walk with it. So I'll hold one of your crutches, you hold the award. And can we get one more photo, Tamara? Where'd Tamara go? Oh, it's coming, okay. So not only does Julie get to take this plaque home, her name is on the award and that hangs in Varsity Hall. And then the alumni also present her with a check for $1,000. So again, congratulations to Julie. I would like to quickly call up Eldon back. Julie, you can sit down now. Yeah. Eldon can come back up, and Sam Bourgeois.
Hello, Hounds. I'm Sam Bourgeois, a 2-year hound from McTaggart, Saskatchewan. On behalf of the staff and students today, I'd like to award Eldon with a small gift for coming out here today and sharing his words of wisdom.
Okay, so that kind of concludes our program. I would love to do one more round of applause for all of our nominees.